Hi everyone, my name is Kevin. In this video I'm going to show you how you can create an e-commerce website where you can put your product and sell it to the different people all over the world. I'm going to teach you how you can install a theme, find a plugin appropriate to an e-commerce website, customize them, set prices, as well as be able to receive the payment over the website. I'm going to show you different tips how you can promote your product on internet and be able to get more sales. If you're interested, stay tuned. How to buy a domain name and host your website on internet. Now, to host your domain name online, you have to go to your web browser and then type HostGator.com, then place enter. After that, you click on hosting, then choose a shared hosting. You have a different hosting plan, but you have to choose the hatchling plan since it is the most affordable. Now, the first thing you have to do is to check whether your domain name is available. For those of you who don't know what is domain name is simply the name of your website. Example, the domain name for Google is google.com. The domain name for Facebook is facebook.com. My domain name, I want to call it dream.careers. Dream career. .online. My domain name is not available. Let me change the name of my domain name. I wanna call it mine. Now this domain name is available. To continue, you have to choose how many months you want to pay at once. You can choose either to pay a single month, 6 months, 12 months, and 6 months at once. The more months you pay at once, the more reduction you get. But I'm gonna choose the 12-month plan. Now they ask you to create a HostGator account by typing your email address. Here they ask you to insert your security PIN that will be used when you get an issue and you approach HostGator to support you. Make sure you remember the number that you have entered. And on this section they will ask you to enter your billing info. My first name is Salimano, the second name is Kevin, company it is optional, phone number it is a must, address it is a must, a country where you live in, city, then here they ask you the name that appear on credit card. Then I'm not going to enter my credit card number here in the CCV code. I'm sure you're gonna do it by yourself. Now the next thing that you have to do is to uncheck this security lock, because we can do it by ourselves without paying any penny. Another thing you have to do is to click their terms and condition. The last thing you have to do is to click on checkout and pay the HostGator fees. After that, they will give you the username and password that you'll be using to log into your website. So after registering your domain name and hosting your website online, the next thing you have to do is to log into your WordPress website by typing your domain name, /wp-admin, then you press enter. Enter your username and password. Then click login. Now we are on back end of our website. Now the first thing we have to do is to click on plugin, and plugin are just like an applications that add a functionality to your website. Example, if you want to have a contact form on your website, you have to install a plugin that allows you to have a contact form on your website. If you want to have a booking option on your website, you have to install a plugin that will allow the end users to book a certain service on your website. Now, without hesitation, you're going to install a plugin that we need. The first plugin that we need is called Ecommerce. Click on install. The second plugin that we need is called Themify. Click on install. The third plugin that we need is called TI Ecommerce. Another plugin that we need to install is called Variation Swatches. This one. Click on activate. The next plugin we need is called Elementor. Another plugin we need is called Elementor Kit. This is here, but in case you don't find it, you can type its name above and then look for it. Now the last plugin we need for our tutorial is called Woolenter. Click on install. Then you click on install plugin. Click here. Then you choose activate. The next thing we are going to do is to install a theme. Now to do it, you have to come on appearance, then click on themes, scroll up, click on add new. The theme we are going to use is called Astra. This is it. Click on install, then activate. After that, you come back to themes and then delete the default theme that comes with WordPress. You are advisable to never have a theme that you are not currently using. Now to continue, we also need to have pages on our website. Click here on pages and then click on add new. The first page we need is called home. Our page needs to be full width and no sidebar. Then you click publish. To create another page, you click on WordPress symbol, then click on add new page. Another page that I'm going to create is called Contact Us. Then click on Astra, full width and with no sidebar. The next thing we are going to do is to create categories for our product. Now to do that, you have to come here on product, then choose category, click on it. My Ecommerce is based on fashion product. Now here there is an uncategorized category where all things which do not belong to any category goes to, but I don't want to have an uncategorized category on my website. I'm going to rename it to others. Click on edit. Second category I would like to have on my website is called shoes. Click on add new. Another category I would like to have is called suite. The next category I would like to have on my website is called shirts. Now, after creating categories, we are going to add attribute to our categories so that we will be able to differentiate our product based on attribute. Now, to do that, you click on attribute, and the first attribute you are going to have is called shoe size. Then click on type, you select button, then click on add attribute. Then you are going to add the second attribute, which is called shirt size. The type is button again. Click on add attribute. The last and attribute is called suite size. The type is button again. Click on attribute. Also, we are going to configure our attribute by clicking on configure terms. The first one we started with is shirt size. We are going to add the size for our shirts that we have. Now, the first size that we have is 40. Click on add new. The second one is 38. The last is called X large. And medium, of course. We are done with adding attribute and configuring items for shirt size, and we are going to continue adding more configured items to other product categories. Now, to do that, come back on attribute, then click on configure items for shoes. The size we have for shoes are 42. $36. $41. As well as 44. Let's go to add the size for the suite. As you can see, the terms that we have added are appearing here. Let's do it also for the suite. The suite we have, some has size of 32, others 28, also 30, Now we are done with creating attribute and categories to our product. Now let's start creating the product for our e-commerce website. Now to do it, you have to click on add new. Then here, this is where we add the title of the product, the Italian suite. Let me Google the dummy text that I'll be using as a description for my website. But for you, when you go to create a real website, please use the right explanations to your product. Let me select a few paragraphs. Now, after creating explanations to our product, the next thing you have to do is to set the price, the inventory. Here on the SKU number is to give the numeric value to your items, so that this can help you when you are doing inventory. I'm going to call it ITX1. Here on manage stock, you are advised to click on it, because this will prevent customers to order something which is not available in the stock. Now here on stock quantity, you put on the number of items that you have. Now my suites are 67. Then after that, you click on attribute, choose the kind of attribute that you want to add. Then here you select the attribute that you would like to have. Then you click on add new, not select all, then save attribute, come back, general, choose a variable product, then you go to variation and choose a variable product. click OK. Now you click on the number of the here on the picture. This is where you choose the picture for your item. Now if your suite has different prices for each size, you have to come here and add it. But if your suite has the same size, you do not have to change the price that you have set before. Also, if you want to add the dimensions for your product, you come here and fill them. Let's continue adding variation for different sizes. Let's click on manage stock, then add the quantity that we have. After that, you click on save changes. Then you here on product image, that is where you set the image for your product. Then on tags, you have to write at least 2 or 3. Let me write Italian suite. To differentiate one tag from another, you add a comma and a space. Then click on add product. After that, you click on publish. Now let's add the second product so that you can have a deep understanding regarding how you can add product to your e-commerce website. Now to do it, you click on add new. Excuse me, I have not added the category for the last product that I have created. Let me correct that. Category instead of others, I have to tick suite. Then click update. As I said before, to add the new product, you click here. Then type the name of a product. The next product that I'm going to add is a Jordan sneaker. Click on adding explanations to your product, then scroll down, set price, then you click on inventory and then click on manage stock. Add the number of sneakers that you have, then after that you choose on variable product, click on add attribute, then choose the attribute that you are going to add is a shoe size, because we are adding a shoe product. Then here we choose the attribute that we want to have, and this depends on the size of the shoes you have in your product. Then you click on use the variation, then save attribute. After that you click on variation, then here you choose a create variation from our attribute and you click OK, then OK again. Here you add the product image, click on manage stock, then add the stock quantity is 90 shoes, then go to another size, choose the image, then tick manage stock, add the stock quantity, go to third size, tick manage stock, then stock quantity, then click on save changes, scroll up, then choose on simple product. Here we choose the category for our product, then click on add product image, then click on publish. Now you have seen the way we add product. I ask you to go and create at least 20 products so that we will be having something to design with. Me also, I'm going to do it off screen, then come back designing our website professionally. So after creating our product, the next thing we are going to do is to design our home page. Now to do it, you have to come here on pages and then click on all pages, scroll down, then click on home page, then edit. Wait as the website is being loaded. Then you disable this pop-up, then click on edit with Elementor. I would like to have my home page being composed by 3 sections. Now on the first section I want to have a suite. Now to add a suite you have to click on this 9 dot, then type a universal product, then drag it and drop. And you are going to customize it. Let's go to query setting. Here on product category, the first section should be composed by suite only. Here on action button you can choose to have this button as you are seeing them or to not have them. You can either press down or at the bottom or even the middle, but for me I don't want to have an action button. On image setting you can either choose to have a slider image or a gallery one. Now after adding a suite section, the next thing I'm going to do is to have the section composed by sheet. Now to do it you click on plus button, then choose your structure, then come back here again, then type a universal product, then add it. Come back to query setting, then choose the type of product you want to have. Here I want to have a sheet only. Then we are going to add the last section by clicking here, then choose our structure, come back to 9 dot and then type a universal product, drag it and drop it, go back to query setting, then type a shoes. What you do on home page, you just display the sample product, you do not show the whole product. If you want to see the whole product you go to a shop page or for a category page. Now after doing this I want to add some spaces between one section and another, as well as the titles. I'm going to start on the first section. I click on it and come to advanced, and link the margin. I want to give a top like of 20, not 50 would be nice. Here also I would like to have a margin of 50. Also on the shirt section, I'd like to add a space. Then click on update. Also I want to have a text just above this every section. This section I'm going to call it shoes. This one is for shirt. And this one is for suite. Then the next thing we are going to do is to create the footer section, as well as arranging the pages. And the last thing we will be doing is to add a payment option so that you'll be able to receive payment made by customers. Now let's do it. So after creating product and customizing our e-commerce website, the last thing we are going to do is to integrate payment system to our website. Now before we do it, we have to insert the address of our store. Let me fill my first address is KG20. The second address is local name, city KGR. The zip code. The location you want to sell to. If you don't want to sell to all countries, you click here on sell to all countries except, and then here you select the countries that you do not want to sell your product into. After that, you select your currency. You might select pounds, euro, whatever currency that your country is using is inserted into this system. Now after that, you go to shipping, Let me first of all save the changes. You go to shipping, and here this is where you add the zone of the country where you'll be shipping your product into, and the zone of the countries are created based on the transport fees. The countries that has the same cost, you group them into a one zone. Now the last thing you have to do is to click on payment. Then they recommend you to install a Ecommerce payment so that you can be able to receive money via Visa card or PayPal. Another option you can do is to enable a bank transfer, and then click on finish setup. After that, this is where you type your username, description, instructions, account number, bank name, as well as a Swift code, so that you can be able to receive customers' money which has been transferred on bank. Also, you can choose cash on delivery. Guys, this is the end of my tutorial. I hope it was useful.